Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Black Mirror 2, where we are in Bates' room
You can
trying
see
to find
straight
the
away that Bates
key.
isn't well. He seems to have problems breathing. Perhaps lung cancer. Bates would be better off in a hospital, but he would rather die than leave this castle.
Okay.
I've no idea who that is. There's no name on it. It's not one of the usual suspects. Not Shakespeare, not an ancient Greek. So what does Bates read then? Heinlein, Dick, Lem, Zalazny. Wow, the man really has taste. There are clothes and underwear inside. Nothing important. The portrait of an uptight, miserable gentleman. Well, that's what you look like if you have to sit still for hours for an artist. The bottle probably contains pure oxygen. It helps sick people breathe much easier.
Okay, so maybe that's what he was doing.
Bates
He was
must be
breathing
very
oxygen.
sick. When he was sitting here earlier, I could see he's dying. Huh. The drawer is locked. That could be interesting.
Okay, what else can I look at? Bedpost. Why can't I look at that? Okay.
The butler is an orderly person, just as you'd expect. I can't find anything interesting. This bedpost looks more than a little strange.
It's another
There's
knob.
a slot in the side of the post. What have we got here? Hey, there's a little brass key inside.
Okay, let's open this jar. I hope you put this key back.
A small metal box. A few documents. And a photo. That's my mother. It's a picture of Mom, Bates, and a few other servants in the snow in front of the entrance portal. Underneath it says, "The Good Spirits of Black Mirror Castle, Christmas 1969. That doesn't add up. I was born in February 1970, and in this picture, my mother doesn't look at all like she's 7 months pregnant. Does that mean... No. The photo must have been labeled wrong. It's too heavy for a jewelry box. I guess it's more like some kind of old-fashioned casket. It almost looks like a combination lock, just with symbols instead of numbers. Who am I kidding? There are thousands of possible combinations. I'm not gonna get any further with trial and error. I first need to find out which symbols are the right ones.
Okay, well...
A checkbook, a few notifications, and transfer forms. These are exactly the same ones I found in my mom's desk. And the handwriting is an exact match, too. So it was Bates who was regularly sending cash to my mom. But on whose behalf? And am I really just looking for my father? This thing here could still be interesting. There's a note here between the papers. It has a header which says, "Combination." That looks like some kind of an aid memoir that Bates has written out. He must have conceded that his memory wasn't getting any better. He wanted to play it safe. It says here, on Sir Egmont's portrait, the builder's eldest sister, my Christian name, the nymph's numbers.
Okay. Sir Christoph's portrait?
The window looks out towards the castle gate. I can see the steps, the trees, nothing of interest.
Okay, I'm sorry. Latest task. If I can't ask Bates... Does Bates means that half-naked statues that are all over the place, I'm supposed to count them? Someone in the castle must know this, Sir Egmont, but I can't ask Bates. He might be suspicious. The builder's sister, perhaps the builder of the castle. There might be some... Okay, unless it's like the paintings outside.
Hopefully, they're both still occupied.
We're going to discuss this immediately.
But nothing happened!
Only because the police officer discovered it before it was too late. Do you know what might have happened?
Yeah, it doesn't look suspicious. Just...
They're going downstairs. Excellent. In all the commotion, Bates will have forgotten that he didn't lock his room. XVIII is written on the bottom corner. Ah, a Roman 18.
Okay. Well, that would be... Maybe? Oh, wait. Does Bates mean the half-naked statues that are all over the place? I'm supposed to count them? Okay, and it actually puts it there. Okay, well, let's go outside.
There isn't really anything to see on the base of this figurine. Just a vertical line. Is it supposed to be a Roman 1? There's a Roman numeral carved into the base of the figurine. 19. XX is engraved on the base. Either there's an X missing to warn of its lewdness, or it's a Roman 20. Let's see. The nymphs have the numbers 1, 18, 19, and 20 on them. That would be 58 in total. But that doesn't help me with the symbols. What have these numbers got to do with the aide memoire? Maybe the numbers represent letters of the alphabet. What would that give us? A, R, S, T. Tars? No, star. Yes, of course. The symbol is a star.
Okay. Why are you walking? Please, please. Either teleport there or do the brisk walk. I can't believe he's still out here working on this.
I'd rather...
No? Okay, so we definitely aren't talking to him. Good.
Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Does the name Sir Egmont mean anything to you?
Sir Egmont? Of course.
Really? Who's that, then?
And why do you want to know that?
I need the information for my investigation.
And what if I didn't tell you?
What's that supposed to mean? Come on, tell me.
Well, one good turn. Being a copper, you can certainly do me a little favor. My brother Rupert's got a problem with a few speeding tickets. Maybe you could...
Hey, slow down. I'm not the traffic police. Tell me who Sir Egmont is, or your brother's speeding tickets will be the least of your problems.
You can't force me. I'm not telling you anything until you've helped me out too.
Okay. So what's your brother's name?
Rupert Wood.
I'll see if there's anything that can be done.
I find funny
Perhaps I can fool her on this.
she does not at all question his accent.
Do you know Bates's Christian names?
What? No. Lucifer, maybe.
Okay. I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Okay. So just checking the star. Can ask Bates that. Can maybe ask her about the builder sister thing.
Can you tell me where Sally's from?
Her family has a farm in Sussex. At least that's what she told me.
Do you doubt that?
Not really. Her behavior and the way she talks quite clearly point to farmyard origins.
I'll catch you later, Bates.
Goodbye,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Are they still having tea in the library? Oh, okay, sorry. She has to put down her tea first before we can ask her questions.
The castle is very beautiful. But, well,
It's slowly falling down, you mean? I'm afraid you're right. And it's not the only thing here that's falling down.
How do you mean that?
The Gordon line. We've lived here in this area for centuries and have shaped it like no one else. Our family is going to die out, Mr. Falk. Soon, there won't be any more Gordons. And the worst thing is, I am no longer even sure that this will be a loss.
You mean because of...
Because of the misery for which some of us are responsible. Yes.
I've just realized that if Angelina's right, then this woman is my grandmother. She doesn't seem to know anything about her grandson. Or maybe she does. Her look was somehow strange. Do you know where Sally comes from?
Oh, now you're asking me something. She's from a farm. Her brother took over the farm from their parents, as far as I know. But I can't remember where the farm is.
Is there a Sir Egmont in the Gordon family?
Sir Egmont? No. That doesn't ring a bell at all.
Or perhaps is there someone in the area with the name?
No. I'm sorry. Not that I know of.
Strange. Someone who Bates knows, but not Lady Victoria. That doesn't make things simpler, exactly. Can you tell me Bates's first name?
Now that's odd. He's been working for us for so long that I can't remember him ever having a forename. Please ask him yourself, Mr. Falk.
If that was only so simple. As I understand it, this house was built by your two ancestors, Marcus and Mordred. Is that correct?
Well, they at least laid the foundation stone. Most of the foundations, the cellars, and a few walls are from that period.
Not the rest.
Oh, no. You don't seem to be too au fait with architecture, Inspector. In Marcus's time, they weren't able to build castles like this. That came much later.
Who gave the castle its present-day look?
Many of the masters of Black Mirror improved and extended the castle, laid the gardens, and modernized all of the fixtures and fittings. But the one who really had the greatest influence on the fabric of the castle, as you see it now, was Frederick Arthur Gordon. He gave the castle the appearance it has today.
Frederick Arthur Gordon, then. Thank you. I'll go and take a bit of a look around.
Of course.
After I talk with Eleanor. Can we talk with Eleanor? Come on. Pick up your tea. Eleanor, you need to put down your tea now.
Does the name Sir Egmont mean anything to you?
A remote neighbor in Wales was called Sir Egmont, but you surely can't mean him.
No, surely not. Sir Egmont must be someone that Bates knew personally. Otherwise, the aide memoir would make no sense. Do you know Bates' first name?
What a strange question. I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this.
Okay. Can we look at the family tree? Oh, here we go.
Frederick Arthur Gordon. Where are you? Ah, here he is. Frederick had 4 sisters. The oldest answered to the pretty name of Rose.
Okay. Am I supposed to click on Rose's name?
Old Frederick Arthur's oldest sister was called Rose. Ah, the Rose. Old Frederick Arthur.
Okay, does that mean... Or maybe, okay, I was expecting writing in the book or something, but I guess that's it. Okay, back to Bates. Are you saying none of these documents has his name on it?
The documents prove that Bates had transferred money to my mom. Either the writing on the picture was taken apparently... I'll give him a few minutes break.
Okay, maybe his room then. Unless it's like the Sally thing. Okay, no, the only thing here is that...
Let's try it.
Let's try what?
Hello, operator? Please put me through to Rupert Wood in Sussex. Yes, I'll wait.
Oh.
Mr. Wood, Mr. Rupert Wood. Do you have a sister named Sally? Yes, my name's Inspector Falk. I'm calling on behalf of the traffic police. Yes, calm down. No, listen. No, she isn't. It's concerning your speeding ticket, sir. It seems as though someone has made a mistake. According to our records, you are 99 years old. Huh, that surely can't be right, can it? 34. Yes, I thought so. Listen, I'm gonna delete the record, okay? Your speeding ticket is thereby null and void. Yes. No problem. Goodbye, Mr. Wood. Rupert Wood, 34, from Sussex, now believes that his speeding ticket has disappeared into thin air. Hopefully his sister believes that too.
Okay. That easy, huh?
Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Alright. The speeding tickets have been cancelled. Now what's all this about Sir Egmont?
So, where does my brother live, and how old is he?
Rupert Wood, 34, domiciled in Sussex, as of now, does not have any speeding tickets against him.
You're a darling.
Okay, that's enough. Now, will you at last tell me who Sir Egmont is?
What's she doing?
Here he is.
Breakfast cereal?
Sir Egmont's finest breakfast flakes. They're Bates's favourite. They're very soft and easy to chew.
Clever. And what does the old guy wear on his uniform? A medal in the shape of a cross. That's it. Okay. I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so that only thing that leaves off is his name. I'm assuming I can't talk to this guy?
I'd rather leave him to it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we can just guess at this point if there's only so many symbols. I'm assuming, well, if it'll let me.
It almost looks like... Oh, my kid. I first need to find out which...
Okay, so it will not let me. So we have a cross, a rose. Cross, a rose. We don't know yet, and a star. Is there mail? He said in the letter, perhaps. So is there mail somewhere sitting around? What? Okay, I was wondering.
Hey, there's a letter inside.
How fortunate for me. Wonderful.
It's addressed to Mr. Bates, Blackmere Castle, Willow Creek.
I'm sorry, am I just gonna be opening it?
If Bates's full name isn't going to be on the envelope, then perhaps maybe at least in the letter? It's a
You're
bill
just...
for a gravestone made according to your desired blah blah blah.
Damn.
The inscription is as follows: Edward Bartholomew Bates, to know one's duty and to carry it through, that is everything. So, Edward Bartholomew then. Weird name. And which symbol does that point to?
Do I give him the letter?
I'll give it.
No. Okay, hold on. Check the journal again.
Bates has ordered his own gravestone. I find that very tasteless. His Christian names are Edward Bartholomew. I don't have a clue to which symbol that might point.
I don't know why you find it tasteless? Why tasteless? The guy's just preparing his own his own funeral, unfortunately.
Everything is ready for tea time. Do the names Edward or Bartholomew mean anything to you?
Mean anything? What do you mean by that, Mr. Fogg?
Perhaps you associate a particular symbol or sign with these names.
Oh, I've always been interested in these kinds of things. Now, let me think. Now, Edward doesn't have any significance for me, but the name Bartholomew comes from the Bible. Saint Bartholomew. He was one of the 12 apostles. He preached in Persia and also in India, possibly. He died a martyr's death. He was flayed alive. His skin was removed. That's why his symbol is a knife.
A knife. I think you may well have helped me with that.
Glad to. Even if I do find your questions rather odd. Surely they can't all be to do with the dead girl.
Oh, it's a complicated case. I'll go and take a bit of a look around.
Of course.
Okay. Symbolized by the knife, huh? Damn. How do I know which one's for which? What? How do I know which one's for which? This is a starting point. I don't even know what that is. There's a moon. There's a star. If anything, this should probably... This one's the cross. Oh, wait. This one's rose. This one's the star. That's the knife right there.
That's it.
Oh, okay, I wasn't
Big
sure.
key. There's
Is he
only one door here whose key you'd hide in a casket. And a small golden medallion, or at least half a small golden medallion. It must have been one you could open originally. There's small hinges on it. Inside is a photo of me. Me as a little boy, 3 or 4. I'm certain it looks just like the pictures of me as a child in Boston. Was I adopted? There's something engraved on the back of it. Adrian. Is that my name? And if it is, why was it changed when I was adopted? To make it more difficult for the Order to find me? My photo is in one half of the locket. The name Adrian is engraved on the back.
Okay, let's get out of the room. Okay. Oh, he's gone now. So we can go through the locked door. Everyone's just conveniently gone.
Time for a few answers.
I remember the...
This is the only accessible room in this wing. Next door is locked, and all the other rooms are completely dilapidated.
Okay, I remember it being a bit more run down, but if you say so.
The material is really rough and old. It's grown stiff over the years.
Okay, is that a mirror, and should I be wary of that?
There hasn't been a fire in this fireplace for ages. There's some white ashes on the floor, but no wood. It's cool here. I can feel a draft. The wind's probably whistling right over the chimney up on the roof.
Okay. Oh, what was that? That's to the hall. Okay.
There's a small wooden plate lying here. It looks like it belongs to a game. I've got the feeling I've seen it somewhere before. Someone has written Ralph on the back.
I don't know where that could be.
Another old picture like all the rest. A woman with a rigid face and dead eyes. I can't tell when the picture was painted. Time seems to stand still in this castle. The woman's clothing isn't much different to Lady Victoria's. The woman could have lived here 200 years ago. Or 20 years ago.
Okay. Oh, there's the window oh, the curtain. I can look at the
The
curtain.
curtains are very tasteful and can't have been cheap. They're probably even made by hand. Little light gets in through the window, and the curtains make the room even darker. Outside I can see a courtyard. Quite dreary.
That is a mirror.
There's a huge mirror built into the wall. Quite elaborate for such a simple mirror.
Is it dirt?
The mirror is very lavish and ornately framed. There seems to be some kind of mechanism at the bottom of it. I've got no idea how it works. I think something's missing. Something small is definitely missing. A ball or something that fits in this hole.
A ball. No.
A thing from a kid's game. There's an animal head on the front. And on the back it says Ralph.
Okay, so he knows it's a kid's game. Okay, again, very convenient that no one is around. I have no idea where we can go from here.
They're drinking tea.
You've already annoyed them plenty. I didn't let him speak it, but I read it fast enough. Oh! I was about to say if that was it, but...
Old Frederick
Okay, that's not it. Is there anything else? No. I'm not quite sure where he may or may not have seen this. Because it's not familiar at all to me. Unless it's like... Is it at the gate? No. The gate wouldn't have anything.
She's so busy at the moment.
Okay. We can leave?
I think I'll pay Ralph a little visit. This wooden plate has something to do with him.
Oh. Oh boy, Ralph.
Hello, Ralph?
Hi, Darren.
Ralph, I've got something here and was wondering if you could maybe help me out with it?
I've got one of those too. Here, look.
A sliding block puzzle. I remember those from when I was a kid.
Yeah. Is it yours? A nice lady gave it to me.
A lady?
Yes, I couldn't recognize her, but Mr. Bubby says she's a holy one.
Interesting.
Mr. Bubby says you can have it. It's a bit broken.
Well, that's very nice of Mr. Bubby. Thanks a lot. I need to get going, Ralph.
See you.
Okay. What is this? What? Oh wow, this is very, 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 very different. So I don't know if this means it's empty. Ooh, yeah, what does... Unless it's just saying this has 2 silver. This has 3 silver. This is all 4, maybe. I'm not quite... Of course, that doesn't... wait. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, so I think it does make sense. So all of these ones on top have to be the goat, if that is the case. Maybe. It's hard to say. We know 2 silvers here. This one is 4. Okay, so we got all the... We, in general, got this one. So this means this is a silver one here. Is any of them... But this one we don't know the placement. This one needs 2. This one only has 1 of them. Okay, at the very least I know this one is what it needs to be right now. This is a very different puzzle. Only 1 silver here. And I noticed that this one here has the X, right? So it could be that there is no compartment in this one. Oh wait. This one, oh man, this one's really difficult. Okay, I'm gonna keep this gold one here, I guess. Problem is, like, I don't know what the other ones could be. There's only 1 of the goats over here. And the lion... If there's only one, then that means these two... If this space is left open, then these two need to be gold. Okay. This one's not going to tell us anything. So here... I mean, this could be either gold, gold or silver. This one's definitely all gold. Oh, I solved it by accident. Completely by accident.
The ball's outside. Now let's see what we can start with this.
Okay, that was a nice puzzle. It wasn't the usual sliding puzzle either. You had to really figure it out. Oh my god. There we go. No one's here. Okay. Get the ball in the wall mirror.
Yes, it fits. The little ball rolls around the outer circle. Now I need to adjust something else. I think it has to get to the middle. Alright, then let's see.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I can see... I tried to... What does this one do? Okay, sorry. This one's for the middle there. Okay, again, solved it by accident, but great.
Ah, the mirror. It's actually a secret door. There isn't the slightest sign of decay. In fact, this is one of the most well-maintained rooms I've seen in the entire castle.
Okay, I see that doll in the
It looks
corner
like
there.
a nursery in an old movie. A girl's room. Look at this. More little balls.
As in marbles, or... Where? Where are you talking about? Oh god, do I want to look in the mirror?
Like in a dollhouse. A four-poster bed. Velvet, silk, and lace. Whoever it was that set this up wanted a doll for a child.
Okay. We'll save the mirror for last. Maybe he'll, like, refuse to look at the mirror.
These windows also look out in the courtyard, just like in the mirror room. You can't see either of the rooms when you're standing in front of the castle. A porcelain music box. And underneath it, the third piece of mosaic.
Got it.
This melody. Oh! Oh!
last chapter. Chapter 6. I was not expecting the music box to do that.
Adrian? Adrian, wake up. Your father had changed a lot. It poisoned him. It brought out his dark side, made him go mad. It burnt me.
Mom?
I was pregnant. Twins. The doctor said it was a miracle that I gave birth to 2 healthy children, despite my burns. Despite all the suffering. A miracle. At first I didn't want you. You reminded me of him. Of what happened. Of my scars. The pain. I didn't want to live anymore. But then, these 2 little things just lying there. Helpless. Innocent. I took my parents-in-law's offer. And after more than a year in various hospitals, we moved here. I needed a hiding place. I didn't want to show my face to the world. You needed a family, and yes, I thought I understood how it had all come to that.
Catherine, you're alive this entire time? Question is, who is the sister?
And Samuel?
Your father didn't know that I was still alive, and he didn't know anything about you two. I started to hate him. He ruined my life, and his parents' life. When he turned up here, after his grandfather's death, I hid myself here in my rooms, and I waited for him to disappear again. Angelina was at boarding school, far away, safe. Friends had told Victoria that Samuel was a broken man after the fire. He didn't seem so nasty anymore, but I was still afraid of him. When the first murders happened, I sensed that Samuel's dark side had returned. However, Bates reassured me. He said that Samuel gave the impression of being quite balanced. And after all, the first incident, William's death, happened before he'd arrived. They didn't believe me when I told them how quickly and completely the curse would take control of him. Bates and Victoria blame themselves for that to this very day.
Are you telling me... You're telling Darren, Angelina...
Did Angelina grow up in the castle?
No, not really. She went to various boarding schools and was only here during the holidays. A dreary castle and a disfigured... like me. Oh, not the right environment for a child. I think she was always happy when the holidays were over.
What happened then? Why did she look for me?
2 years ago, she came to visit the castle for a few weeks. She skulked around the place, read books. I didn't think she was in danger. All the other women of the family were left untouched by the curse, you see. But somehow it struck her. It made her think that she was destined for something bigger. Whispered to her power and fame. Tempting for a child who perhaps never got the attention she needed. Once we worked out that she was absorbed in things that should never have seen the light of day, we took her away from here. We reinitiated the order and hired someone to track her down after she escaped.
Reginald Boris.
Right. Once he tracked her down to Bideford, sheer horror broke out within the order. What would she want from you? Your blood? We gave orders to do whatever was needed to keep Angelina away from you.
What was it that drove my father and great-grandfather mad?
The castle. It's the castle.
What do you mean, The castle.
Well, you were a happy child. Both of you were. You enchanted the nurses and were my guiding light in a dark night. But your behavior changed here in the castle, Adrian. We'd just been living here for a few years when you nearly killed your sister. You became aggressive, volatile. One day you pushed Angelina down the big staircase into the hall. It was a miracle that she only broke her arm. She could have been dead.
Did you give me away because of that?
I didn't give you away. It was for your own safety. But I saw Samuel's look in your eyes, Adrian. I was scared of my own little boy. Mrs. Michaels, the cook, who tried to pull me out of the flames and paid with her own health, took you on. You can't imagine how happy I was when I heard that your behavior became normal again in America.
You mean this castle made me sick? Made me go mad?
The people here believe that there is a curse on the Gordon males. Perhaps the curse means that they drive themselves to disaster as long as they live here.
Did the Order imprison me in the bunker? And kidnap me and take me to Wales?
No. We first found out from Miss Valley that you were here. We decided to get you away from here and tell you the plain truth. But it was like you suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth. We feared that Angelina had got to you.
It wasn't Angelina. Or at least not her alone. There was a man with a mask in the jail.
That wasn't one of us. Or at least I hope it wasn't. The Order searched the whole area and we finally found you in our own assembly room of all places. We drugged you and we took you to Wales, to Eleanor's old castle. Miss Valley was already on the way to explain everything to you. But when she arrived, you were gone.
Okay.
What role do Bates and Lady Victoria play in all this?
They, like me, have witnessed what the curse can do to good people. So they've dedicated their lives to not letting it happen again.
They've brought the Order back into being. An Order that was founded centuries ago to fight against the curse and its repercussions.
Until it was forgotten. We've all paid dearly for that.
Who are the members of the Order?
Victoria, Bates, Eleanor, and myself are committed to the Order. But the others do the real work. The young Miss Valley, for example, she's the leader.
Because her brother Vic fell prey to Samuel.
That's right.
Who killed Angelina?
We don't know. Victoria thinks that Angelina might have done something to herself in her madness.
Pouring gas all over herself and setting herself on fire? Nonsense.
I know. Perhaps we have another adversary that we know nothing about.
Or could it have been me?
Impossible. We followed you through the sewer system. You didn't have time to drive to the cliffs and kill her.
Then it was the great unknown?
I doubt that we don't know him. It must be someone who knows about all the incidents in the castle and knows about the Order. One of us.
Who?
If I knew, then he would already be regretting what he has done. Angelina was a good child. She had recovered, just like you had. We should have just taken her away from here forever.
And what happens to me now?
You have to get away from here, as far as you possibly can. We don't know who killed Angelina. They could also be after you.
You mean after my blood?
That's why we have to get you out of here and organize a new identity for you. And secondly, you have to leave here under your own will. This castle, This whole area isn't good for you. I'm afraid that you would change again. If you stayed any longer, you'll hallucinate and maybe one day do things you don't want to.
You mean I'll see things that aren't there at all?
I don't know. I only know that it made your father capable of butchering a 12-year-old boy.
All right then. I'll go. Mom? Will we see each other again?
Talk to Bates. He'll arrange plane tickets for you. You fly to Florida. We'll see each other there again in a few weeks. It's all too much. I know. But one day you'll understand. We'll talk about it, and I'll explain it all as well as I can. Goodbye, son.
As Burns Curse Ghost is not that bad, but...
So, you know now, Master Adrian.
Yes. Why didn't you say anything?
When I heard your accent, I thought it might be you, Master Adrian. But I only knew you as a child, and from what your adoptive mother said, I was only sure once you showed me the photograph of Miss Angelina.
You knew she was dead?
Yes. Her ladyship and I drove to the scene early this morning. Our source in the police informed us.
Why all the smoke and mirrors? Why didn't you just tell me what I needed to know?
We didn't know how you'd react. I went to the village a short while ago to inform Miss Valley and the others, but I couldn't find anyone. Lady Victoria thought it would be best to keep you occupied and keep an eye on you until, well, yes, until reinforcements arrived.
That won't be necessary. I'll go of my own will.
I'm glad to hear that. Ask Lewis for the tickets. Sally should instruct him to collect the tickets from a travel agency in the next town.
Thank you, Bates. Where are the ladies?
They've retired. The last few days were very stressful for them.
You know, there must still be an unknown antagonist.
Yes, I believe someone was working with Miss Angelina.
Someone from the castle?
Or from the village. At least someone who really knows their way around.
And ultimately cleared their partner out of the way.
Okay. Is that it? Okay, now it's it. So, you're not gonna... So, Angelina was Darren Adrian's sister. Okay. You guys aren't gonna go on about that, huh? No talking? Okay. Well, fine then. You've completely blocked out of your mind. Either way, I'm going to end the set here. That was a huge information dump. So, Order, the kidnappers, all technically orchestrated by the family, Gordon family here, except for someone on the inside is definitely against them. Either way, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!